Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we are going to talk about resource management. Now, what is resource management? Basically, in this game you can get almost any currency just by playing the game, but how we spend the currency is going to affect our overall progress. The way the game is designed is to be pay to win, but we can play it as free to play if we are smart about using our overall gains in currency and use it wisely. So, if this kind of content is something that interests you, please hit that like and subscribe button. First, let's talk about tokens. What are tokens? Tokens in Asphalt are basically the premium currency of the game. They are used for limited time packs, legend store, event ticket refills, fuel refills, objective completion, purchasing credits, and in some event specific cases. The good thing is that you can always get them just by playing the game. As the name says, limited time packs are available for a limited time. They guarantee 3 blueprints for the featured car. Sometimes 15 blueprints can be obtained, but that is extremely rare, so don't hope for that. I think the only way you should buy them is when you don't have the support cars and you are okay with getting those cars, or if you are close to maxing the main car out. If it's a car you really want, or you think you will use later, or it's a car you really need, you can also buy these packs. But don't do it all the time and don't do it for any car. If there is no chance to obtain the car, save the tokens. There is much better ways to use them. For example, you can see that I could get the Aston Martin DB12 blueprints in this pack, and the other cars I have at max. So I can only get basically one car and some other unimportant cars in this time limited pack. In this one, on the other hand, I can get all these blueprints, but the feature car is great, the one that I would hope to get, and the other ones I will get more often. So basically I could spend 750 tokens and get 3 blueprints for the featured car. You should really weigh out the pros and cons of this before buying. Tokens can also be used to purchase event tickets. With event tickets, we can do daily events or some special events, and these are very useful. So sometimes you can afford to pay 50 tokens to refresh the daily tickets. Tokens can also be used to buy fuel refills for the car. Now, this gets exponentially more expensive as the car takes longer to refill, so this is not something that I would recommend doing. Tokens can be used to purchase and skip certain conditions in some races, in some special events, and this should also not be used unless you are really struggling with this particular objective. Then use tokens, but these things can get very expensive, so be aware of this. Credits are much easier to get than tokens, so this in-store offers to exchange tokens for credits is really something you should never ever do. Credits are used to upgrade cars, and believe me, you will need an endless amount of credits, mostly for the upgrades, but they can also be used to buy cars in the legend store. Save them as much as you can and use them on upgrading owned cars and do minimum spending on unowned cars for events. Gameloft tries to make you spend credits on event cars, and your goal, especially in the beginning, is to upgrade your own cars. Focus on the cars you need the most, depending on where you are in your career progress. The way I go about this is the first time in the day I start the game and do the credit heist, I upgrade the car I'm focused on at the time as much as I can. Then, during the day, the rest of the credits I can spend on event cars. This creates a habit of being invested in your own progress and not throwing away credits in the way Gameloft wants. The upgrades themselves can get very expensive, and it depends on the rarity of the car as well as the star level of the car, and of course which stage of the upgrade it is, but it can go all the way to over 2 million credits per upgrade. If you are buying blueprints from the legend store, whether with credits or tokens, buy only one blueprint at a time. The store refreshes multiple times a day, and the price increase for every additional blueprint is steep. This might take a while, but it will keep you on a steady progress. Buy blueprints for the cars that you are close to maxing, as this will give you the most garage level progress so you can unlock better cars. For example, you can see the price of this McLaren 570S Spider is 228,000 credits, and when I buy the blueprint, it goes from 228,000 credits all the way to 338,000 credits, just for one blueprint increase. Trade tokens. Trade tokens are the red tokens. You get them for basically everything you have maxed. Like when you get blueprints for a car that you have at max stars, or import parts that you have the max number in your garage inventory, which is 999, you can also sell import parts to get more trade tokens, but I don't generally advise on doing this exchange. Trade tokens can also be used in the store to buy blueprints and epic imports, though these are very expensive. In the beginning, I advise to buy blueprints. Even though this is a very slow process, you will eventually start unlocking these cars. And the last type of currency we have is the one that has been added very recently, style tokens. In my opinion, these are not important, as they are used only to buy decals and other cosmetic parts for the cars. I myself, for example, bought some decals for the cars that I actually use, but most of the cars don't even have decals at the moment. And in conclusion, spend your resources wisely. This game is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Don't let Gameloft trick you into buying things, that's their goal. They want you to spread your resources, so you don't progress. But be focused and stay focused on the cars that you really need. The cars that you are really going to use and the ones that will upgrade your garage level the most. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be putting out more similar videos with this kind of content. So please do like and subscribe, hit that share button, as it would really mean a lot. This has been Tatamato, aka ZeroPayRacer. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on the track.